It's fascinating listening to everyone's conversation here, both as someone who was in investment markets for 30 years and also an observer of Europe's economic policies over the years. And it strikes me that there are two fundamental problems here. One is the low growth problem and what causes that. And then you've got the other problem where you're trying to create a straitjacket of, for want of a better word, monetary policy across a 27 Eurozone state. You know, we've heard a lot how the Eurozone's economic malaise is based on exogenous factors, the trade tensions, such like, and yet, if you look at the USA, it's growing at about a 3% annual clip, very large job creation and productivity, which is approaching levels last achieved in the 80s at around about 2.5%. Europe, meanwhile, is growing 0. If you look at the data yesterday from Germany, both on manufacturing PMI, services PMI, we're now firmly heading into the negative territory. So we have an existential crisis emerging in Europe, and the question is, how do we solve it? Now, in my opinion, the solution is not to do what Mario Draghi has done historically, which is to engage in massive QE. QE is the euthanizing of the saver. It creates huge misallocation of capital. You need in any capitalist economy a cost of capital. Time value of money is what it's called. So Europe at the moment does not have, if you like, a proper cost of capital. So if you're looking for reasons why there's no private sector investment, it's simply this. The banks aren't lending money to companies. The companies are not investing simply because they know that we're in a permanent low-growth environment where there is no true cost of capital. All that happens is massive misallocation, and you get inflated, non-productive assets, which at some point are going to, the bubble will burst. So my solution for Europe is to avoid this centrally planned idea that you can allocate capital based on these new green environmental policies where the state dictates where to allocate the capital. That is entirely wrong. In fact, if you look at Germany yesterday, it intended to issue government debt, and all government debt is future taxation, but to offset that with carbon taxes. So you end up getting absolutely no growth whatsoever. You have to have structural supply-side reform, and that can only come through deregulation, lower tax regimes, and a freeing up of the private market. We do not live in a state-centrally planned economy. If you do that, it'll only end in misery for you. Thank you.